What's up, guys? Zeenigami here. And we have information about the new legends, Big Mom Prometheus Zeus and Luffy Law. So we have pictures and we have information about what their combined captain abilities and special abilities do. And if I don't seem super pumped about this, if I don't seem like I'm super happy about this, it's because these characters are really freaking good. And why does that not make me happy? Because Bandai cannot be trusted with making characters overpowered. We've seen it before in the past, we've seen it recently to remind you again that the only ways to beat Neo or EX Magellan and EX Neptune Colosseums were basically to have a bunch of legends. And hey, you know what? Let's talk about Big Mom first, because Big Mom is Neptune and Moria, sorry, not Magellan. Let's talk about Big Mom first, because Big Mom, I think, is the better designed character here. So Big Mom, their combined captain ability, if you have one of each color on your team, Big Mom is int and int for both forms. If you have one of each color on your team, increases damage taken by 1.75 times, boosts the attack of all characters by a whopping 4 times attack, and double and boost crew's health by 2 times. So with 2 Big Moms, you get a total of 4 times health boost. That is really nice, and this comes in handy because later on in Big Mom Special, it's going to be affected by the total health that you have at the time of the special. Big Mom also, on the combined captain ability, heals your team depending on how many enemies you kill that turn, multiplied by your recovery value. Now, I believe it's just going to be a straight multiply just like that. So if you kill one character, you're going to heal your 1 times your recovery. So like if you eat 1 recovery orb, if you kill 6 characters, you basically eat 6 recovery orbs. I would assume that when they're split, maybe a 3 to 5 times attack boost. Big Mom form, I would say, is the one that gets a recovery. Probably, if I were a balanced designer, I would say a 0.1 times recovery heal for each character you kill. This is an anniversary character. I would say it's anywhere between 0.2 and even 0.5 times your recovery for each character that you kill. And then the other one, maybe a higher attack boost. So maybe like a 3 times attack boost for Mom and heal. Maybe a 3 to 5, maybe even 3.5 times for the other one and heal. And you will always have that increased damage taken and always have that health boost for no matter which form that you're going to be on. Now, the reason this health boost matters is because their special ability, for 1 turn, adds to the base attack of your crew up to 1,000 attack, depending on how much health you currently have. So if you have 100,000 hit points, you will get a total of 1,000 attack to all of your characters. And then you transform to Big Mom, Prometheus Zeus, for 3 turns. And if you're above 50% health, locks your chain multiplier to 3.5 times for 1 turn. So now we have a new highest chain lock in the game. You'll notice that the new highest in the game is going to be something we're saying a lot. Because Bandai, I've said it before, Bandai has 2 different designers on their design team. There's a guy that made the Tank Man Luffy, where he gets to change forms and he has to eat recovery orbs to heal up. That's really cool. And this guy over here, he also made things like Legend Enel. He made Legend Magellan. All these neat characters, right? These characters that do some cool things. He made like Treasure Map Big Mom, some characters that do some neat, unique things. Legend Frankie, yeah. These cool characters. Legend Brooke, yeah. These cool characters. This is what this guy makes. I love this guy. This guy makes some very fun and interesting characters that you want to get because they're fun to use. And there's Big Dick McGee over here. And the only thing he understands is that if you put bigger numbers, it's better. And Big Dick McGee is really he's the one put in charge of all these dual characters. He understands that the bigger the number, the more money people are gonna spend in order to get them, because they mean they can make harder fights. So only people who pull these big guys are able to beat this big fight. And we have effects in game that this Big Mom is going to be very good at. You can think of her effectively as about a 1.75 times attack boost to your team that stacks with attack boost, orb boost, affinity boost, conditional attack boost. That's basically what it is. Since most characters have about 15 to 1700 attack, once you put Cotton Candy and Limit Break them, an extra 1000 attack is like, it's a nice about 175 times attack boost to your characters, 1.5-ish, 175, depending on what their attack value is, until you add 1000 attack to them. Getting an additional 175 times attack boost that stacks with attack boost, orb boost, affinity boost, conditional attack boost is really nice, but this comes most importantly with the new debuff that we have that is punching only. That means, you know, health cuts don't work, special damage doesn't work, poisons do work, but anything else, Shank's special tap timing damage doesn't work. Any of those doesn't work. You know what does work? The new Big Mom special. So, bet my lunch money on it that they will make a fight that has a ridiculous amount of health. That like maybe even special interrupts, just like the current int version of Zoro Sanji. That doesn't allow you to use orb boost and also has punching only. So you only can use attack boost and conditional attack boost or affinity boost, but you can't use conditional because they have debuff protection. So you only have attack and affinity boost. And hey, Hina, rare recruit Hina is one of your options there. You know what else? Legend Big Mom. Gotta make that money, right? Ooh, the money Big Mom. And then also, not to mention, not only do they have that, but they also have, or she also has the new highest chain lock in game, 3.5 times. 3.25 times with Guild to Zoro, boom, 3.5 times chain lock. There it is. We don't have information about what their swap ability is going to do yet. Things like their swap ability, we still have to wait for, and their uncombined captain ability, we're still waiting for those. And of course, stats, we're still waiting on as well. Now, Big Mom, I give her a slight pass because she gives us a new type of boost. You know, that is interesting. It's a new type of boost. We can use that. We can kind of play with it and see how we like it. So while she is overpowered, I'm not incredibly upset about Big Mom. And then there's Luffy Law. And then there's Luffy Law. And then there's Luffy Law. Luffy Law's combined captain ability boosts the attack of all characters by 4.5 times and boosts their health by 1.25 times and heals 1 times their recovery for each perfect you hit. That's right! You don't have to worry about putting teams together. You know, at least Big Mom requires you to use one of each color and has a lower attack boost. Like, Big Mom has a 4 times attack boost and you require one of each color. Luffy Law is a 4.5 times attack boost to all characters when combined. And you also get 1 times recovery heal per perfect hit, which is going to be about a 500-ish heal if you combine them per perfect over the course of 3 turns while they are combined. Now, if you compare this to old characters, hey, you know, let's look at old Luffy Ace. Luffy Ace Legend. Their combined ability boosts only Free Spirit for 425. Now we're just gonna make everybody get the boost and give it a bigger number. Just put a bigger number there. Just put a bigger number there. People spend money for bigger numbers. Just put a bigger number there. Uncombined old Luffy Ace gives matching, of course, either to just Free Spirit, or if they have a matching orb, 3.5 times attack boost with a matching orb for Free Spirit. Now, I would expect these guys uncombined to give at least a 3.5 times attack boost. If they're gonna go up to a 4.5 times attack boost, they have to at least be a 3.5 times universal attack boost. That means anybody older than Frankie is actually just trash. compared to these guys. Like, you actually don't have to worry about anything older than Frankie, because they are not legends. They're trash, because a universal 3.5 times attack boost is just better than everything else. Like, just think about, just think about the possibilities of a universal 3.5 times attack boost, and then you realize that they get better for 3 turns. Up to 4.5 times attack boost. The highest boost in game that doesn't require you to hit like good, great, perfects. I mean, other characters need like, oh, you have to hit like no perfects, or even Gildesorio's no perfects isn't as good as this shit. Even like Kung Fu Luffy, who requires you to hit multiple perfects in a row because they're like a better version of Gear 3 Luffy, doesn't get up to this level of bullshit. Now there's a teensy tiny itty bitty baby thing that Luffy Law does that makes him interesting. If you're Luffy version, he does special 1. If you're the Law Alert version, he does special 2. So the Luffy version deals 400 times his attack to one enemy. The Law version deals 75 times his attack to all enemies that goes through barriers. So that's nice, but both versions give you quick and dex orbs beneficial to all characters for 1 turn, and boost the orbs of all characters by 2.5 times for 1 turn. Once again! Remember how we used to have 2 times universal orb boosts? Remember how we used to have 2.25 times orb boost for some characters? You know, Zoro, Sanji, treasure map, where you have to like use dex or side characters in order to get a 2.25 times boost on those characters? Nope, let's throw all that out of the water. Fuck that. Let's get universal 2.5 times orb boost. And not only is the orb boost the biggest orb boost in the game, but it also works for everybody, because why try, right? Why try? We have officially entered the era of bigger numbers in One Piece Treasure Cruise. We don't give a shit about old characters because bigger numbers are here. Just bigger numbers, man. Who gave this Bandai Namco employee the right to design these things? Because he just understands bigger numbers. And bigger captain ability numbers. Bigger special ability numbers. That's what the people want, right? They want bigger numbers. Look at Whitebeard Marco. Whitebeard Marco and Barto Cavendish. 2 of the old dual characters that we used to have as legends. Both of those combined attack boosts are 425. Combined attack boost 425 times for Barto Cabbage and Whitebeard Marco. And Whitebeard Marco is only 425 times for Sai and Int. Barto Cabbage is only for Driven. Now we get a bigger number and for all characters. Why? Where's the interesting design? Where's the you have to have 6 Driven characters? Where's the you only boost Free Spirit characters? Where's the ridiculous thing that happened to Garp's captain ability that makes you lose crazy stats if you have one of the wrong classes there? Where's Guild to Sorrow, you have to have every single class in the game on your team. Like, there's no interesting game design, there's no interesting gameplay in building teams with Luffy Law. Like, there's nothing interesting to do with them. You use Luffy Law Captain and then you just put characters on the team because Luffy Law Captain just takes care of everything they could possibly be used on. There's just nothing that stops you from using Luffy Law for the rest of your life, unless the boss fight's like, hey, if you have a, if Luffy Law is both fighters, like if your captain's a fighter, then he gets blown away. That's the only thing that stops him. Fights that are specifically, hey, if you're using Luffy Law, then you can't use them. That's the only thing that's stopping you from using Luffy Law for the rest of your life. It is ridiculous. And we don't even know what their swap ability is. Like, their swap ability better be blow away one of your characters. Like, something stupid that makes it a drawback, because I don't understand why they just made it a universal attack boost and a universal orb boost for the biggest numbers in the game. The biggest numbers ever. Luffy and Law are stupid. Even the new Big Mom makes you take more damage when it gives you more health. Even the new Big Mom combines to 4 times, and I dare not say the words only 4 times attack boost, right? Only 4 times attack boost when combined for the new Big Mom. And then Luffy Ace is just straight up 4.5 times in comparison for 3 turns. I don't know how many times I've gone on these rants about how Bandai keeps power creeping in uninteresting ways. There are characters, like, if you make higher power levels, but you do it in an interesting way, that's fine. Whenever Luffy Ace was first introduced to us as a brand new dual character, as our first dual character legend, that was interesting. I was okay with how strong they were because they were at least something new. Tankman Luffy was really, really strong, but he was cool to use because you could change his form. You had to eat recovery orbs, and he became a different form if you ate different recovery orbs. That was cool. I don't even want to say that Int a Guy New Legend is interesting, but at least there was an idea there. At least Int a Guy New Legend has an idea that you hit perfects and you do insane amounts of damage. But there's nothing interesting going on with Luffy Law. This different special ability, depending on the form, should have been used for Magellan Hannibal Raid Boss. This is what Magellan Hannibal Raid Boss should have been. If you're Magellan form, you poison them. If you're Hannibal form, you do something else. You get some kind of like defense boost. So if you want to be offensive, use Magellan. If you want to be defensive, use Hannibal. That's the kind of thing that they should have used for Magellan Hannibal, because there are 2 different types of wardens. Magellan's a big, mean asshole. Hannibal, a little bit nicer and eventually usurps Magellan. That sort of duality between the characters. Luffy Law? Wasted. Absolutely wasted. Anyways, anniversary is coming up in a few days. The Seagull Fest is there. People are going to be spending money on the game. And Bandai is going to give themselves a pat in the back going, hey, we got so much money because of these new characters. We should do more. And listen to me. When they make that new Coliseum, that new raid boss, that new bond battle fight that basically requires that you use Luffy Law Captain, right here. Right here. I've been Zeenigami, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all stay beautiful.